See, what we always say that to our participants, that in the PMP preparation, three things are very important. You know, we call it as three C's. What are the three C's to pass the PMP exam? You know, there are three important things which are very important. So the first thing is that concept, and the second thing is that your concentration, and the third thing is that your comprehension. These are the three things which are most important for the PMP exam certification. And when we say that the concept, meaning that when you will see that when you may get discuss about few of the questions and how the exam preparation comes. So the questions are based on the concepts. So here earlier we used to get the question on the ITTOs, right? Input tools and techniques and the outputs. But now the course has been changed. So you will see that most of the questions are coming on the different concept, how to utilize those concepts. The second thing is that about the exam span, we need to have the concentration and the comprehension of the English, right? So these are the three most important thing based on which we can see that surely we are going to pass the exam. So moving on to the first slide, so I'll just to start with my introduction. So my name is Souvik Chatterjee. I'm based in Hyderabad, and I am with ProThoughts as a global mentor for more than 15 years. And I have experience in the end-to-end different type of project management. I was mentored and helped more than 100 professionals to certify and get certified. In addition to that, I also provide some voluntary support to different participants who would like to do some global projects, either transform business transformation or lean transformation. So if you need to have any kind of support is required or guidance is required, you always just please contact ProThoughts for any kind of support, and we'll be happy to help you. So our motto is always to support you with your project and ensure that you pass the exam and you implement the PMP procedure and the principles in your project. So that is why it is very important to understand the different concept, and it is the right time, you know, to shift and to focus on the PMP certification. Why? We'll come to that in the subsequent slide, you can see. So why PMP? Because PMP is a global non-profit organization who provides the support, and PMP certification is accredited all over the world. So if you go to the Europe, if you go to the US, if you go to the Middle East countries, everywhere the project management PMP certification is valid. So as for example, I started my career. I got my training from ProThoughts. That was like 7 8 years back. I got the opportunity after completion and certification of my project management professional certification to do the global project management in the big organization, big MNC company. As of today, I'm based in Hyderabad, but today I am conducting this webinar from Saudi Arabia, from Riyadh. And why? I am here to manage one project. So do a kick-off meeting of the big project. So that is what, if you are really planning to move your career in the project management direction, if you have a knack of managing the big project programs and portfolios, right, you are in the right place. And that is why the PMP certification is very much required. It not only gives you the information, but it gives you the confidence that you can discuss with the customers. You know that what are the problem points and how to solve it, and you can augment the different type of uh, work streams. You can work with the different type of the people. So if you see the different type of the vertical, what the project management is helping us to learn, one of the critical is called power skill. What is power skill? Power skill is your people management skill, right? Because you, all of us, at certain point of time would like to develop our people management skill, we would like to go to the managerial skill, right? So for that you really need to develop the people skill. And project management PMP certification now develop those skills, and how to get those skills and how to implement that in a proven format. So the PMP is here since long time. So they have went through for several changes, right? So now you will see that it's the waterfall project management, agile project management. We have the hybrid project management. So all the different project management, what is the difference? How to implement that in your workforce? This is the right place to learn for that. So if you see in terms of our career growth, right, you will be able to see that it has a tremendous impact. So in terms of the salary, in terms of your designation, in terms of your abroad opportunities. So as I mentioned to you, the PMP certification, as you know, the PMI is actually in the New York, right? So, and PMI certification is um, anywhere. If you see the US or EU, the project management professionals are sought out, you will see that PMI certification is mandatory, and their salaries are also increasing for all the way from non PMP certification to PMP. And that is what, if you would like to grow in your career as a project management professional or in the senior management, if you would like to start your own business, you would like to be an entrepreneur, this is the right thing to do. I'll just give a pause, and I just would like to see that if there is any question anybody has, anybody would like to have any thoughts before we like to move. Do you have any questions? Okay, so I cannot see any questions now. Let's move
Just
on. Yeah, please go ahead.
can I ask?
Yes, Hardik, please.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Good evening. Uh, the one thing what I wanted to ask is, while the certification comes into handy for our individual job roles, but we've always also seen, while companies or tech companies apply for RFPs, this comes as a mandate that the PMO has to be bare minimum a PMP certified or a PMI certified. This Could you give out more examples wherein uh, companies or portfolio of your clients or existing clients or your partners whom you might have worked on earlier, or maybe not the entire laundry list, but 5 to 6 names which are the predominant players which hire in this particular field, which might be applying in turn for government-led contracts or defense contracts, which are prima facie not available in the public market, or the technical know-how is minimum.
Very good question, Hardik. So Hardik, which domain you work in? So you work for IT companies?
I Yeah, so I have a engineering and a MBA major, and I've always been with BFSI. I've since last 1.5 year I've working with a core tech company.
Very good, very good. So see, for IT, it's a big transformation. So nowadays, if you see that all the IT majors, if you start for Infosys, if you start for TCS, Cognizant, Accenture, Amazon, everywhere, even the companies like Amazon, your big fours, everybody is asking for the project management. Why? Because now is the time where you will see that a lot of the implementation of the artificial intelligence, machine learning, and all these are happening as a project. If you see any sector, either private sector or government sector or manufacturing, so what companies are looking for now, they do not want the regular 9 to 5 job. Now they want to see that how you are driving change and the transformation of the business. So you will see that the positions are now the business transformation. Like that 5-10 years back, the positions are different. Like the coder, we have the QCR, we have the programmer. But now it's a it's a senior role. Now you have to manage the project, you have to plan it, and you have to ensure that you are transforming the business from A to B point where you have the better business benefit and the better profitability. And how we'll do that transformation? So that is why we will see that there are different type of the components are there in our project management professional training program. So one of the key component, as you have rightly mentioned, is the supplier management. How you are managing the RFP, the total life cycle, how we are doing the RFI, how we are doing the supplier, what is your source of collecting the supplier information, how you will be managing the governance of the supplier, how we will be ensuring the supplier will be providing the correct input. So throughout this process, Hardeep, is a very good question you have asked, that the project management institute provide a very helpful tool, that how to make these processes. And nowadays, another important point, as you have mentioned, that there are different type of the agile contracts. There are different type of the contracts, because the contract types which is earlier in the waterfall is not the same now. It's the agile contract, is a hybrid contract. So there are a lot of the things which are coming up and which are developed by PMI, so which actually helps in the domain of the um, supplier management, RFI, RFP, as well as the governance. Does this answer your question, Hardeep?
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Any other question before we move on? Okay. So, who should attend this workshop, and why who is actually target the PMP, project management professionals? So, all the project managers, or the people who aspire to be the project manager, program manager, or the portfolio manager. The functional manager, obviously, yes, because they have to also lead the transformation, right? So either you would like to start your own business, or you would like to develop your own program in your organization. You would like to shift from the other functional domain, like you are a programmer, you are an IT person, now you would like to move to the project management or management or the portfolio management. This is the right way, this is the entry gate. And the advantage of the project management is that it helps you to understand everything end to end for the project management. uh, it helps you to understand how we will start the project, how your governance mechanism, how will be your quality mechanism, what will be your cost management, what will be your quality management, how we are going to manage your contracts, suppliers, so everything. So that will be a package, complete package for the project management professional. So this also helps you to develop from your current role to the next role. And what you can expect in this workshop. So this workshop is for the project management professional aspirants, right? So how we are conducting the training, so we'll come to that, and we'll see that this actually opens a window for you. Which window? Actually, if you see nowadays business, our multinational companies where we work, we conduct our big projects like the million or billion dollar projects, or the smaller projects, start from the smaller projects. All projects does not require only the execution. They want that we do something, assessment analysis, right, which cannot be simply done by the machines, right? So that our job is not replaceable by the machines, and we give some input, how to think, how to relate, how to add more value. And that is why the project managers are the torch bearer, right? They are the torch bearer for the any type of transformation. So we are the change catalyst, right? How you are making the changes, how we are transforming the business in your organization, that actually helps us to move to our next level. And that is what is part of the project management professional training for. Also the training which we conduct, we have the domains, multiple people comes from the multiple domain. As for example, we conduct the trainings, on-site training at Hyderabad, or we conduct the on-site training on the other cities, or online training. We will see that the people are coming from the different domains. uh, Generally the people come from the IT, the people come from the Middle East people who have the experience on the oil, the manufacturing people, pharma people, the entrepreneur, so for everybody. So the versatility of the project management professional training is such that it caters to all the domain. It doesn't say that okay, these principles cannot be used in the manufacturing, or this principle cannot be used in the automotive. And that's the beauty of the project management professional. So if you are in any project domain, any domain, you would like to transform your business, you would like to grow in your career, and to take a senior management role, leadership role, right? Or you would like to start your own business, this is the right thing to learn. So just to briefly mention about what is our secret to crack the exam. So every week, our participants, like 3 to 4 participants, are cracking the exam. So what is the secret we have? The secret is in the material and the concept. As we have mentioned to you, there are three most important things in this entire training. And what are those things? Concept, concentration, and comprehension. How we'll do the concept? Because if you see the Pimbok book, the Pimbok 7 book, right? So Pimbok 6 book was earlier, now it has changed to Pimbok 7 book. It's a very what you do, and it doesn't help sometimes to give you the actual application, right? As for example, if you are doing the projects in agile or waterfall, and the question how the question will come, they will give you a scenario, and they will ask whether can you tell us whether this scenario will be best for the waterfall model, agile model, or it's a hybrid model. So it is not directly a abcd question or simple question. You have to understand, and these questions are very bulky. Okay, so we have some tricks, so we'll show you some tricks as well, how to handle the bulky questions. As for example, in a half an hour page, you will see that after half an hour page there are multiple choice questions. So how to handle that? And that is why our comprehension quiz has to play an role. And that is what, if you see our material, so we have three different type of the material which we use. One is the pre-workshop material, second one is, as you can see, the training material, and the post workshop material. So we start with giving you the initial feeder information, that what are the things to learn, some pre-read of the material, some pre-document which you can go through it before you join in the training. And then during the training material, we provide some activity book, flashcard, the cheat sheet, and these are all proprietary material of ProThoughts. And what is the advantage of it? We know that how, which question and which part of the concept actually will be tested during the exam, right? And we then provide you the assignments as well, so that we can do some assignment. We'll share some test questions, and we'll ask you to do that, and then again on the next session we discuss those questions. And our hand holding, our support, our collaboration does not end over there. It goes on until you complete your certification. And many of my mentees and trainees who has completed a training like 4 5 years back, whenever they have any kind of questions on the project management, still we discuss over phone or over WhatsApp, that what will be the best solution, if there is anything best practices from the other industry, other domain, which we can use that. So we also provide support in terms of the some discount voucher for the PMP exam. We provide the blogs and videos you can develop yourself. We'll give you the opportunity to maintain your PMP certification. You can provide some articles to us, so that you can showcase your capabilities in the project management. And we provide the templates which you can really different domain you can use in your office. So many times the templates are not customized, it is not good, so we provide those helps as well. So as we have mentioned to you, that what you can expect in this workshop, that we provide the PMI training material, we solve around 180 different type of the questions. Then we have the discussions. We For each of the module, each of the sessions, we have the mock questions. And after the mock questions, after each session, we discuss the mock questions, and then we give you the total mock exam, so that once you complete your entire syllabus, if you want to check I am whether I'm ready for the exam or not, then ProThoughts will come up and give you the mock questions and the mock exam, so which will be a completely similar type of exam like what you have to give in the in the PMP. So these all the questions which the feedback which we receive from our participants, they it's their version. They mentioned that 80 to 90% questions are very much similar to what they have already completed. So they are saying that your questions are like, if they can get 85%, 90% in our questions, they are saying that we are getting almost 100%. So in very recently, we have very happy to share with you that three of our participants has just mentioned in last 2 months that 100% they have scored. So their certificate they have shared with us, but it's we cannot share that directly with you because it's the data privacy thing we have to always manage. They scored 100%, and they're amazed. They're saying that the question papers and the mock papers which you have, it's amazing. So it is a feedback we are getting. So we will also get those similar questions and the feedbacks. So how is the span of this workshop? So we'll see that it's a 4 days of workshop, 2 weekends, and it requires obviously some dedicated timeline, but we'll help you. There will be hand-holding to show you that what are the different things are to consider, and what are the different things which you need to focus on the concept wise. And there is three-step process. The first step is that they confirm your eligibility. The second step is gather all the information, and then the third step is the complete and submit your application. And we are doing this entirely, and we are doing this entirely uh, for all the students. So I would also like to thank you. I think Ashish has also joined, who is our CEO. So Ashish, would like to please introduce yourself once.
Yeah, hi everyone. No, I just joined this webinar. It came on my thing. So thanks, Souvik. Souvik, great to see you after a long time. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, looking good. It was going pretty well. So I think no, this no, the idea, guys, of having this session was just to have interaction with the trainer, and we wanted to have a little informal session. So if you have any doubts, if there are any things that are holding you back on the PMP joining the workshop, or you have any questions to consider, or how PMP, why this workshop, why ProThoughts, etc., whatever it is, you can ask that. So I wanted to open this for question and answers. I think no, Souvik, almost the slide is done, right? The
Yeah,
PPT.
yeah, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So we can
Great.
open for the question and answer
Yeah, so
session.
I think there was one question which Ritu Babu has asked. Does PMP have an age over Prince certification? Why is PMP better? Maybe I will take this up. So if you go like 10 or 15 years back, no Prince 2 is done by an institute called no earlier it's called MSP, now it is called Axelos, and it is a UK based institute, and PMI is a US based institute, and there was no no UK based no kind of people who used to follow this UK based projects or whatsoever. They used to do Prince 2. So there was considerable business coming from UK. But I think over the years, I don't Axelos, there was a lot of restructuring at MSP, and Axelos turned over, etc. The Prince 2, it's not a really no has get got any traction, and PMP has become a gold standard for a lot of employers over the years. So if this is one of the mandatory certification which a lot of employers require. However, if there are some old projects which you are doing and which are UK based projects, which are typically the government projects in UK, there is a requirement for Prince 2. but Prince 2 is typically for that kind of stream. So if you have to put generalize the things, PMP is far more better. It is like a gold standard. It is used across many projects, and no. So I will certainly recommend without any hesitation, not because ProThoughts does it, without any hesitation, PMP. Any other questions? Please ask your questions because Souvik is there, I am there. We will help you with any questions, any doubts that you may have. That's what the idea that we do for the things. Okay, Mayur, the head office of ProThoughts is in Mumbai. Okay, it's at Sakinaka, Mumbai. And I think you are also seems to be in Mumbai. You can visit us and meet us as well. Happy to meet, and people do come to our office to meet. And we do a sessions in no offline sessions in Mumbai, Pune, Ahmedabad, and even Hyderabad.
Hi, Hardik here.
Yeah, Hardik, go ahead.
Hi, good evening. I should just wanted to check, and I know it'll be a very vague question to ask because it'll be very person specific.
Mhm.
But as per you and based on your past experience, basis the people that have enrolled in the past, and say suppose we get on board and we register for a test, and the time frame is 1 year. Uh, Realistically, for an above average student, what is the realistic timeline and the effort that goes into it in terms of prep work, in terms of say suppose the mock test that we take and then the final exam? I mean, I'm just asking from a very ballpark perspective because I'm assuming all the potential candidates here would be working and everybody will have that 9 to 5 and only Saturday certain Sunday to fulfill any other extracurricular or practical.
Yeah, sure. So, given my experience in that space, maybe so we can also add. So it's no typical consultant's answer. It depends. Okay, it really depends on person to person. We have cases where people have passed the exam within a week. We have people who have procrastinated for years and years. But we have in our material a exam strategy plan where we recommend 60 days of preparation. Okay, to clear the exam, right? So that's a plan with tips and tricks, and there is a method to the madness on how you will prepare. And we actually tell 2 hours per day with Sunday off to prepare the stuff. So if the concepts are clear, okay, and that's what we try to recommend in ProThoughts, okay, the idea on objective, if you see ProThoughts thing, the material that we give, that 35 to 40 materials snippets that we have created is organically prepared by no, including me, all our experts. And this is something which is not given anywhere else. So the way we have done it is the idea is to understand the concept which you can practically use. We want you to be a better project manager, and the byproduct of that is that, okay, you clear the exam or you crack the exam. So the questions, the way we actually do it, and no, we also have questions during the 4 day course, so which can help you answer the no 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 be prepared for the exam, make you prepare for the exam. Right. So Hardik, I hope I answered your question. So when you join the course, you will get all the details on how to prepare for the exam. But the ballpark figure is 60 days. That's what we recommend.
Sure, thank you.
Yeah, most welcome.
Ashish, Saurabh here. A follow-up question what Hardik asked is like to that is when we say like this 4 days program, so that is in the start, like once we join immediately, and then the 60 days follow-up with that, how that program is structured.
Yeah, well, so we always recommend. So no, no. So when you join the course, right, subconsciously you get the momentum to prepare. So I at ProThoughts will not advise you to break the momentum. That's part of our exam strategy. So it's if you break the momentum, you go to Newton's first law, right? You develop the inertia, and when you develop the inertia, okay, then again you are actually stepping back. Okay, so I would strongly recommend that after the 4 days, continue the work and knock it off from your plate, because if you keep it, it adds to your inventory cost. Okay, it just piles on, and then you're again back to the square one. So regardless of that, we say that no, given that you understood the training, you will take 60 days post the training to clear the exam. We follow our exam strategy.
So if I understood, thanks for the clarification. But just to reiterate once again, that 4 days course plus 60 days preparation.
Yeah, that's
right?
what. Yes, that's what.
And this 60 days, like how ProThoughts is going to support during this 60 days tenure, because if it is like, just to understand it, like, is it that the candidate has to just, like, after that 4 days course and the course material, the candidate has to work, or is that the ProThoughts is organizing some type of weekends classes or something like that, which helps the candidate to be on top of it, like as you told, that inertia shouldn't be lost in the journey.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a great question, Saurabh. But let me be very clear on this. The onus is on the student to clear the exam. Okay, we can give the required motivation or help handhold that thing. So what we do is that no, we have a support webinar. We sometimes answer questions one on one. Like so we also mentioned, if there are any queries, the instructor would be there to answer it. What we have found out that the onus should be on the student to ask the question. So if we will not go to the student and check with them how they're doing it, because once you do the training, you are in your own world, and sometimes which was a priority one PMP certificate. Sometimes after you go back on Monday to work, it becomes priority 10. But how the student should actually own it up and do that and drive it to that, and we will be the catalyst or the helpers during that, but the onus remains on the student post the training.
Yeah, I got your point. Just wanted to understand, like, if kind of a mock test every week till the next 60 days, some kind of that's a
So we
support.
give you, okay, so we give you, so mock test, there is a platform on which we have given 7 mock tests to you. Plus, there are a lot of questions in our ProThoughts learning portal as well. These are good enough. So now the 7 mock test, how you need to take it, we have recommended in our exam strategy. Whether
Okay.
you follow it or not, it's up to you. That's what it is. We give the recommendation, but no, we don't tell or monitor that whether you are actually doing it or not. That's up to you.
Got
We given you the 7 mock tests. So, but if you have questions, so we given on the mock test pro mock simulator, we are given explanations for every question and every answer that you have, and we are given in exam strategy how to know what you should do to analyze, how much time you should take. So we are given some recommendations. Now, after the analysis, if you have any questions on the analysis, we can help you with that. So if there are queries, but you need to
Oh,
go through that grind.
okay. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Okay, any other questions? Yeah, hi Naveen. Okay, Mayur has asked any specific stages of project like feed, approved project, cost estimate, project on client side. Yeah, absolutely, Mayur. It touches everything. Okay, that you have said. Okay, and although it will not use your terminology to the T, but it will actually use everything. Okay, and maybe you will take something from this to your clients. Okay, that you should do something of this sort as well. So whatever you said is been covered in the PMP.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So any other question, guys? Okay. Also, no, Souvik is there. I am there. Your no, Siddhant is there, and any other support that you need is there. Even after this, no, the webinar. The webinar was only for some close group members who were keen to do this online. Okay. Let me tell you, these are no. We actually change our pricing. Every financial year mostly. So this is one of your opportunities to do the online course as soon as possible. One of the other reasons to do an online course as much as early possible, because in agility we talk, and PMP, agility is part of PMP. In agility, we say that the more you delay, there is a cost added to that. Okay, and PMP is truly so, because if you delay that, you are losing your opportunity cost. There is no sense of doing PMP, which many people do later in their stages of your career than earlier. The earlier you do, you get more benefits of doing that. So I would strongly recommend to knock it off. If you had decided to do PMP, it makes a good career decision for you.
So just one question,
Yeah.
and it's more to do with logistics. Uh, and I asked, I think, Siddhant and one more gentleman from the sales team that, it's becoming difficult for a back-to-back weekend for me to attend it. And I asked them dates for February, March, and April also. But is it possible that I can do one weekend, that is, say, suppose the coming Saturday, Sunday, I take the class, and the remainder class, I take it not the immediate weekend, but the weekend after that? Will it be possible anyhow?
So what we do is that, so Hardik, so we are very flexible on this. Okay, we do not do every weekend class. That doesn't make sense. Okay, but we have recordings of every class. So what we suggest is that if you have done a class with Souvik, he will give you recordings of that class, and then we actually, on need basis and exceptional basis, we allow that students, if you have missed some class, to attend the next batch class, so that to clear the concepts. So we help you to attend the classes on exceptional need basis as much as possible, to attend as many classes to clear a concept, plus there are recordings. So you don't miss anything. So if there are some suggestion logistically, so we can help you, Hardik, to attend the next class like you suggested.
Okay, great. So I take that as a yes.
Yeah, you can. Okay, so just talk with Siddhant, so he will help you to arrange the classes accordingly.
I'll do that. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So I want to just know, since we are on this slide, okay, I just want to tell you this whole set of materials, which is pre-workshop, training material, and post-workshop. This is a comprehensive materials test set where you will actually get a good idea about how to navigate between the know how it will help you to clear the exam, and not only the exam, to equip you with the right knowledge to apply it in your workplace. Like for example, there are templates from project management which many people use it, okay, which we have curated a lot on that templates, which you can use it, like a scope management template, a project plan, which is very detailed templates. The other part is the rita questions. I think that's one differentiator. Rita questions are more curated. It's the best material in the world. We collaborate with them and we bring you that. Okay, so that's something which you will actually help to do this. So the flashcard, cheats, so there are a lot of things which will help you to clear the exam. I don't think we are genuinely focused on PMP, unlike a lot of other institutes, right? So can you, so who is monitoring the slide? Can you give the offer slide, okay, which we have done on the last page or second last page, which I just saw. So what we have done is that for these batches which are happening in Q1, we are doing on the spot offer, okay, which is valid till only tomorrow. We don't give discount. So whoever has been talking with sales team for quite some time will understand we operate on 2 or 3 slots, which is a early bird group of 2 and a group of 3 slots. Okay, we don't give discounting. Like, we say some price X and then we discount it. We have never done it in our 10 years, but we do this kind of stuff, okay, no, once in a while. So this is like, the last, last batches of this financial year. We are doing this to attract more users as well. So if you want to avail this, you can book a slot right away and you get that, right? So if there are no more questions, I think we'll call it off. Okay. Any questions anyone has? Great. Okay. So Souvik, thanks a lot for your coming around. Okay, Souvik is actually traveling. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you all who had attended. And I hope there was a good value add from you. This is the first time I joined. Okay, I just got free from a webinar. People told me just join it, so it helped. I hope it was helpful to all of you. Just let me know if you have any questions. You can also talk with, you can connect with me personally on LinkedIn as well, with Souvik as well, or connect with Siddhant or anyone support, and you can have your questions. So be comfortable. Unless you're comfortable, I don't think you should join. So be comfortable, but let me assure you, you will get good value for your bucks. Okay, so thank you. Good night, and okay.
Thank you, sir.
Any questions, we'll be in touch. Bye, see ya.
Thank you, everybody.